Lesson 136. Sickness is a defense against the truth.
Hi there! Are you ready to uncover the secret to true health and happiness? Let's delve into it. No one can experience healing until they understand what purpose sickness serves. Once we realize that sickness truly doesn't have a purpose, meaning, or cause, we can see that it doesn't exist at all. Upon realizing this, healing occurs naturally. The illusion of sickness is dispelled by the same method that leads all illusions to the truth, making them disappear. Sickness isn't accidental. Like all defenses, it is an irrational device for self-deception. Its purpose is to obscure reality, attack it, modify it, distort it, or shatter it into pieces. The aim of all defenses is to prevent the truth from being whole. Defenses are not unintentional, nor are they made without awareness. They are instruments we deploy when truth appears to threaten what we believe. They may seem unconscious, but that's only because we are swift to use them. In that fleeting moment when we decide to use them, we are fully aware of what we are doing and then act as if it is already done. Who but you can evaluate a threat, determine if escape or defenses are needed against something that has been perceived as real? All this cannot be done unconsciously. But once it's done, the plan is to forget we initiated it, so it seems like something external to our control, something that just happened to us beyond our mental state, an outcome that has a tangible effect on us, rather than one caused by us. Forgetting that we have a role in crafting our own reality can make these defenses seem beyond our control. However, we can remember, if we're willing to reconsider our decisions. The fact that we don't remember is a sign that these decisions are still in operation, even if we don't recognize it. But don't be misled. These defenses are merely trying to obscure the facts from you. Every defense takes pieces of the whole, rearranges them regardless of all their true relationships, and builds up an illusion of a whole that is not there. It's this process that incites the feeling of threat, not the outcome. When these pieces are taken out of the whole and seen as separate entities within themselves, they become symbols of an attack on the whole. And we forget that these symbols embody our own decision about what should be real instead of what actually is. Sickness is a decision, not an event that just happens to us. It's a choice we make when truth, even for a moment, shines through our deluded mind, and all our world appears to shake and ready to crumble. In that moment, we choose to be sick so that the truth can't threaten our usual ways of thinking. How can sickness possibly shield us from the truth? Because it demonstrates that the body is inseparable from us, and so we must be separate from the truth. We endure pain because the body does, and in this pain, we feel unified with our body. This is how we continue to believe that we are merely this body, silencing any thoughts suggesting we might be more than this tiny pile of dust. That's how the body seems to overpower the truth, which asks us to live but can't overcome our choice to die. It's as if the body is more powerful than eternal life, heaven is weaker than hell, and God's plan for our salvation is opposed by a decision stronger than His will. It's as though the Son of God was just dust, God was incomplete, and chaos could triumphantly occupy the throne of God. This is how we plan our own defenses. And we imagine that heaven is frightened by these irrational attacks, with God blinded by our illusions, truth turned into lies, and the entire universe forced to obey the laws our defenses have established. But who else could believe in these illusions besides the one who crafted them? Who else can perceive them and react to them as if they were the truth? Nevertheless, God won't alter His will and the universe won't heed the laws we believe we can impose on it. Heaven hasn't succumbed to hell, and life hasn't yielded to death. We can only convince ourselves that we can die, get sick, or distort the truth in some way. None of this can affect God's creation. Defenses are plans to defeat the undefeatable. We can't change what is unchangeable. The sinless can't sin. That's the simple truth. It doesn't seek might or triumph. It doesn't demand obedience or attempt to prove how futile and hopeless our plans to alter it are. The truth merely wants to give us happiness, that's its purpose. And what God wishes for us, we will receive. Here's evidence that time is an illusion. Time allows us to believe that what God has given us isn't the truth right now, as it should be. The thoughts of God are beyond time. For time is merely another futile defense we've erected against the truth. But what God wishes for is here now, and we remain as God created us. Truth has a power that is much stronger than any defense, because no illusions can endure where truth has been welcomed. And truth comes to any mind that's willing to lay down its arms and cease playing with folly. We can find it at any time, even today, if we choose to embrace it. That's our goal today. We'll devote 15 minutes, twice today, for our practice periods. We will invite truth to come to us and set us free. And truth will arrive, for it's never been separate from us. It's merely waiting for the invitation we're extending today. We'll start with a healing prayer to help us rise above defensiveness and let truth be as it always has been.
Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am, and let my mind be wholly healed today.
Healing will flash across our open mind, as peace and truth replace conflict and illusions. There won't be any dark corners sickness can hide from the light of truth. There won't be any shadowy figures from our illusions, or their confusing and pointless pursuits, remaining in our mind. Our mind will be healed of all the unhealthy wishes it tried to make the body obey. Now the body is healed, because the source of sickness has been relieved. And we'll know we've been successful in our practice by this. The body should not feel at all. There will be no sense of feeling ill or feeling well, of pain or pleasure. The usefulness of the body remains and nothing more. Perhaps you don't realize that this removes the limits you imposed on the body through the purposes you assigned to it. As these are laid aside, the body's strength will always suffice for any genuinely useful purpose. The body's health is guaranteed, as it's not limited by time, weather, fatigue, nourishment, or any laws we made it obey. We don't need to do anything to keep it healthy, as sickness has now become impossible. Yet, we must keep a careful watch to maintain this protection. If we allow our mind to harbor attack thoughts, surrender to judgment, or make plans against uncertainties yet to come, we've lost ourselves again and created a bodily identity that will attack the body, because the mind is sick. If this happens, quickly rectify it. Offer instant remedy by refusing to let your defensiveness hurt you any longer. Do not be confused about what needs to be healed. Instead, remind yourself,
I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth. But I am not a body. And my mind cannot attack. So I cannot be sick.
wow, isn't that something to think about? Isn't it mind-blowing that by realizing we're not just a body and that sickness is a choice, we can actually heal the body? You're doing an extraordinary job on this journey. Keep this lesson in your heart and let it shape your day. Remember, you hold the key to invite truth and health into your life. See you tomorrow for another empowering lesson.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.